How much do EV batteries cost? Electric vehicles, EVs, are becoming more popular and affordable, but one of the main factors that affect their price and performance is the battery. The battery is the heart of an EV, storing and delivering the energy that powers the electric motor. But how much does an EV battery cost, and how does it compare to a conventional gasoline engine? The cost of an EV battery depends on several factors, such as the size, capacity, chemistry, and technology of the battery. The cost also varies depending on the manufacturer, the model, and the market conditions. According to a report by BloombergNEF, the average cost of an EV battery pack was $137 per kilowatt-hour, kWh, in 2020, down from $1,100 per kWh in 2010. This means that the cost of an EV battery has dropped by about 90% in the past decade, making EVs more competitive with gasoline cars. The report also predicts that the cost of an EV battery will fall below $100 per kWh by 2023, which is considered a tipping point for mass adoption of EVs. At this price point, EVs will be cheaper to buy and operate than gasoline cars in most markets. The cost reduction is driven by several factors, such as economies of scale, technological innovation, and increased competition among battery suppliers. The cost of an EV battery is not only important for the upfront price of the vehicle but also for its total cost of ownership, TCO. The TCO includes the costs of fuel, maintenance, insurance, taxes, and depreciation over the lifetime of the vehicle. According to a study by the International Council on Clean Transportation, ICCT, the TCO of an EV is already lower than that of a gasoline car in Europe, China, and the US, when accounting for subsidies and incentives. The study also projects that the TCO gap will widen in favor of EVs as battery costs continue to decline and gasoline prices increase. The cost of an EV battery is also related to its environmental impact. The production of an EV battery requires a lot of energy and materials, such as lithium, cobalt, nickel, and manganese. These materials have to be mined, processed, transported, and assembled, which generates greenhouse gas emissions and other pollutants. However, these emissions are offset by the lower emissions from driving an EV compared to a gasoline car. According to a report by Transport and Environment, T&E, an EV emits 66% less CO2 than a gasoline car over its lifetime in Europe, even when accounting for the emissions from battery production and electricity generation. The report also estimates that an EV will emit 74% less CO2 than a gasoline car by 2030, as the electricity grid becomes cleaner and more renewable. In conclusion, the cost of an EV battery is a key factor that influences the price, performance, and environmental impact of an EV. The cost of an EV battery has decreased significantly in the past decade, making EVs more affordable and attractive for consumers. The cost of an EV battery is expected to keep falling in the future, as technology improves and competition increases. The cost of an EV battery also affects the total cost of ownership and the carbon footprint of an EV, which are both lower than those of a gasoline car in most cases. Therefore, the cost of an EV battery is not only a financial issue, but also a social and environmental one.